Whoosh. Yes. I don't know why I love that sound. Anyway, welcome back to Peak Speed Lab 164, the place where gravity, mass meet friction, and the ramps decide the results. Okay, so administrative stuff. Hopefully you're subscribed. We did hit 66 subscribers, and on the previous video, I showed, like, I explained what to do for the first person to win that. First person to reply with Batmobile or the Batmobile via Instagram, because YouTube, there's an issue with direct messaging. So, definitely want to comment. First to comment, I'll ship that out to. We'll get this Silver Series, box set. And it would be good to comment with your YouTube handle within the message so that I know and I can give you a shout out as well on the channel. Next thing up, as of today, which is July 20th, so I know this will be a couple of days before this comes out, but as of July 20th, we were at 67 subscribers. So you know what I'm going to do? I have two of these bad boys. You know what these are? You can see it. These are the 70 Dodge Hemi Challengers. So when we hit 70 subscribers, I'll give away both of these, new and blister pack, to two different subscribers. It would be nice, or two different viewers. Want to give everybody a chance to win it. So when we do hit 70, I will do another one of those, like, hey, this is what you need to type in. But when we hit 70, I'm going to give one of each out. And this is from the Night Speed collection, by the way. Okay, these look pretty slick. We haven't tested this one yet. I do have one in the queue to be tested, but I had these two as extras, in the giveaway pile as we go. So again, when we hit 70 subscribers, it's only 3 more. I figured, this will be kind of cool. Number 70 for 70. All right. What's on the docket for today? We have the next batch of 4 cars that are going. Let me start over. We're going to have the next batch of 4 cars that are going to run the 164 scale quarter-mile drag strip over there. It's very hot and sunny today here, so you might want to bring your shades, maybe throw on a little sunscreen, bring an umbrella, a parasol, if you will, and enjoy some indoorly outdoor activities indoors. Or whatever, I don't know. Okay, so here's what we got on the list. We've got the Tesla Model S Plaid. This is the Hot Wheels version from HWEV, the HWEV line. So it's kind of standard. This is plastic wheels, so this will be in the plastic wheel category. Now, we have a car here that was very popular, got a lot of views. So, we'll see how this does on the track. This is the Zinger, okay? The Zinger 21C. This is from Hot Wheels Pink, Hot Wheels Peak Pursuit line, okay? So that's going to get its 3 runs. Again, this is the track where there's no warm-ups because all these cars have been seated, having gone through the short form drag strip already. So they're going to get their 3 runs, and we'll take the average, see how they do. We'll talk about averages and scale speed at the end. The next up, this is from Greenlight Hollywood. This is Grease Lightning. This is going to be the only car in the rubber wheel category for today. All right, Grease Lightning. We'll see how she does. Looks super cool, man. The Greenlight Hollywood, their cars just look, they do look really great. Okay, and then last we have from Hot Wheels, Mock It Go. Very sort of almost fluorescent-y, sort of see-through. Okay, this is from the Hot Wheels or HW Track Champs collection. I think, if I recall, this was pretty speedy as well on the short form drag strip. But once again, we're doing the quarter mile, 164 scale drag strip coming up next. So we've talked about, hopefully you subscribe. Please like the videos. I know a lot of folks are watching but not liking or subscribing. So that would, as we continue to grow, I got a lot more giveaways. I'm going to continue to do this, be here doing this for fun. So I hope my fellow diecaster blasters out there are going to enjoy some of this 164 scale happiness, right? 164 scale diecast happiness. So let's get to it. Meet me over at the track side. Everybody gets a front row seat. Okay. I'll see you over there in a sec. Okay. We got the Tesla seated, ready to go at the starting gate for the first run for today. Again, it is July 20th, and we are about to get this party started. Let's see how this Tesla moves. So we've got a result of 7.43 miles an hour. That's pretty good. Now remember, the plastic wheeled cars do move faster than the rubber wheeled cars, but that's okay. So it's going to be a fun day. We're about to see if this Tesla will do any better with its second run of the 1/64 scale quarter-mile drag strip. Woo! 7.28, tad slower, but still moving. Okay, heat or lap or run number 3 for the Tesla. Woo! 7.51, that's the fastest. See, sometimes these cars get a little bit faster, sometimes slower, sometimes they're all over the place. We are moving to the Zinger next. Okay, when this car raced or did its first round testing on the short form drag strip, it got a lot of views right off the bat. So I guess this is like a big favorite in the, I don't know if that's considered a hypercar or supercar. I suspect it's probably hypercar. Correct me if I'm wrong. Run 1. Okay, that's a little bit slower than the Tesla, 6.35 miles an hour. Run number 2 for the Zinger. .42 miles an hour. Okay, lap 2 was a touch faster. Let's see if the lap 3, final lap, is even faster. Woo, 6.79. See, now that one got faster as we went. 6.79. Greased Lightning is seated. Now remember, I'm going down the first 10 cars that I did, or I should say the first 20 cars, the first 10 plastic tire, first 10 rubber tires were based on the fastest times of the short form drag strip. And now I'm just going down the list in order of when they were tested, the rest of the cars. And then we're updating the top 10 of each plastic tire and rubber tire based on their composite score as we go. So this is part 2 of 3 of the composite scores. Part 3 will be the distance track, which I've talked about in other videos. Here we go. First run for Greased Lightning. Now the rubber tire, so it won't be as fast. Oh, and it doesn't make it. First lap for Greased Lightning was DNF. Does not finish. Let's see what lap 2 does. Oh, okay. That came off the track, so it gets another chance. It gets to run lap 2 again. Okay, second attempt at lap 2 because it derailed itself. And again, we're not about here to punish the cars. We want to see what their best performance is staying in the track. So it gets another shot. See if it finishes it. I'm not thinking it's going to, though. Yeah, it's pretty slow, isn't it? Looks awesome. I mean, look at this interior. Come on now. All right, we're still going to do it. Still going to get lap 3. All right, so Greased Lightning isn't really going to be a contender, but it's still going to get its shot on the track. See if it can finish one of these. It's just not. It's a little swimmy, a little squirrely. Let's see if it's the same issue. Yeah, look at that. Yeah, kind of like with the John Wick. The Greenlight Hollywoods, they look great, but they've been a little dicey of the couple that we've run so far. All right, on to the last one, Mock It Go. All right, Mock It Go is at the starting gate for its first lap. We will see how this one runs. I feel like it's going to be fast. I don't know why, but I feel like it's going to really crush this quarter-mile run. Yeah, oh, okay, 5.87. Not as fast as I thought it was going to be. All right, 2 more laps to go. Lap 2 for Mock It Go. That's right, it says peak Pursuit or something. 5.77. Yeah, it's pretty slow for plastic wheels right now. Okay, so now I remember this was part of the Track Champs, Hot Wheels Track Champs. Didn't do so well on the short form drag strip. Not doing nearly as well as I was expecting it to do today either. So I don't know what it competed against to be considered a track champ. Still looks good though. Great coloration. 5.63 miles an hour. Okay, we're going to get this info all into the computer so we can figure out what the averages were and the scale speed. So meet me back over at the lab at the computer side. Get yourself a tasty beverage, maybe a snack. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Peak Speed Lab 164, where gravity and mass meet friction and the ramps decide the results. Hope you were able to take a couple of minutes to cool off from the heat of being trackside. So now we're going to just go over the rest of the results, okay? So we've got the Tesla, boom. This one averaged at 7.40, bunch of 6s and a 7 miles per hour with a scale speed of 474.0266667. Okay. Then the Zinger, super popular when it came out by itself on the short form drag strip. This bad boy came in at 6.52 miles per hour average with a scale speed of 417 miles an hour. All right, let me do this again for the third time. 417.28 miles per hour. 417.28 miles per hour. Okay. Grease Lightning. We love Grease Lightning. Looks like a great car, but it did not finish. It was a little wonky on the track. You know, kind of derailed itself at one point on lap 2, but it just did not really going to be a contender. Looks beautiful, but didn't finish. It is what it is. The ramp doesn't care how cool a car looks, where it's from, you know, what brand it is or anything. It is what it is. And then we got the MACH Go, which I thought was going to be faster than it was because it's part of the HW Track Champs line. It was 5.75 with a bunch of 6s and a 7 with a scale speed of 368.4266667 miles per hour. So those are the results for the 4 cars that we ran today. Remember that when we hit 70 subscribers, we're at 67 as of Monday, July 20th. Boom. I'm going to give away 2 of these. These are the 70 Dodge Hemi Challengers from the Nightspeed line, Hot Wheels. Got 2 of these here to 2 different viewers. But we'll figure that out, how we're going to do that when we hit 70 subscribers. It's only 3 more. Last I looked today, we were at 67. So, you know, we're creeping, but that's okay. It's fine. This way I can still like return, I can comment and all of that kind of thing. So this has been pretty fun. We're going to do this anyway. Again, anything anybody else wants to see, we're gonna here pretty soon start working these new brands into the lab, but I just want to get through quite a few more of the cars that have already run the short form drag strip so that we can sort of figure out where the composite scores are going to be for them. And as always, we will have the rankings for plastic wheel and rubber wheels in the details of the YouTube post so you can see how they're ranked based on the composite score. And then there's also, if there's tiebreakers, we look at short form drag strip time first because that has the most run. It gets like the 20 warm-ups, 10 official laps with the average. Okay, and then next in line, you know, the next important one is the 164 scale quarter mile drag strip because they get 3 and boom. And then the last one is going to get just 1 run. So, and it is what it is, right? So anyway, that's how we're doing it here in the lab. Again, always reach out to me. Questions, you can, since messaging is a pain here on YouTube, at least right now, you can do this. You can direct DM me, direct message me on Instagram at PeakSpeedLab164, all lowercase, no punctuation, just PeakSpeedLab164. Peak Speed Lab 164 on Instagram, and just shoot me a DM or whatever, and then I'll reply as soon as I see it. I got to remember that for some reason sometimes it hides messages, so I go in and I check those now as well. Also, last I looked one more time for Metalis, I still need to confirm your, if you do a zip code country code situation, and I want to make sure your address is correct so I can make sure that the vehicle you won, that VW Bug, the Silver Series VW Bug, gets out to you, makes it to your location. And then also I need your address, Mystery TV, so I can get this John Wick Mustang Boss 429 out to you. Do the DM, send me your shipping address. Whoops, I'm just pushing these back over here. I'll hang on to these. These aren't going to go to anybody else. So whenever y'all are able to get back to me with your info, that'd be great. I'll ship them out. Same day, next day, depending on when I get the information and based on when our post office is open, or UPS if I have to use that. Okay, I think that's going to be it. We're gonna wrap this bad boy up, and gonna just finish off with a picture of the 4 cars. These cars have already had their moments of glory on the lighted spinning pedestal, but we're still gonna have the picture of them at the end here so you can kind of see them up close one more time. Okay, thanks for joining me again. This is Trick with Peak Speed Lab 164, where gravity and mass meet friction and the ramps decide the results. They don't care about brands and movies or anything else. They just care, these ramps just care about the gravity and mass versus that friction. Okay, I'm out. Cheers all.